Hi, good morning, y'all. I got to make this kind of quick because I'm behind the gun a little bit again. I just wanted to take a minute to talk about my morning and some of the thoughts that I had on it because I woke up this morning, everything was peaceful, was calm, had my coffee, did the Bible time, did all that stuff, and then it came time to wake up William. And when woke him up, he was kind of tired this morning anyway. Finally got him up out of bed, and he just had a meltdown this morning on just about everything. Going to the bathroom, turning on the light, wanting to do it himself. I do it myself, and it was just a complete and total breakdown on pretty much every which way I turned. And for those of you that don't know, William is 3. He'll be 3.5 at like the end of the month next month. So he's in this stage of I want to do it myself. And I was just thinking this morning about what I was going to talk about before I came on here to talk to y'all. And I realized that even though he's 3.5 and he rages like that about I do it myself, I want to, there's that pride within his heart that as an adult, as a parent, I have to help him overcome and work through and sort out. And very much just like him, God does the same thing to me and to you. And we often rage against God and quote unquote kick against the goads, if you will, because God is trying to teach us something. He's trying to help us because God is a good Father. But most of the time we want to do it our way. We want to do it how we want to do it. Yet we don't have the foresight and the knowledge that God does. So it would behoove us to surrender to him, just as it would go much better for my 3-year-old to do what his mom and I ask him to do. And it's not only because it goes better for us, but it also impacts those around us, because our decisions not only impact us, but they impact those around us. As I was thinking about all this, I was reminded about Joshua and Caleb and the Israelites as they went to go spy out the promised land. They went in there, all the 12 spies went in there, and they came back, and the majority of them said, ain't no way we're going to do this. There's giants in the land. We're done for. We're doomed. It's not going to happen. And Caleb and Joshua were the only two in the whole crew of spies that said, guys, this isn't a battle for us to fight. The Lord's going to fight it on our behalf. He has promised to give us something. And so he's going to follow through. Yet, even though Caleb and Joshua both said, we can go do this, the other 10 people that said, there's no way we're going to do this, their decision impacted Caleb and Joshua, who had a righteous view of God and what God was going to do and how he was going to overcome and conquer the land. Yet, because of the other 10's lack of faith, it impacted Joshua and Caleb. And so the choices that we make not only negatively impact ourselves when we make poor decisions, they also impact the other people in our lives. And because of that decision that those people made, Caleb and Joshua had to wander around in the wilderness with the rest of the Israelites for 40 years. So it's important for us to realize the fact that when God is calling us to do something, our failure to do that thing not only impacts us, but it impacts others around us within our sphere of influence, especially if we are leaders, because those people that went to spy out the land were the leaders of Israel. They were men of authority, of position and status. And because of the decision of those people and their report, it impacted all the other people within the tribe of Israel. So we need to remember that the choices we make have great implications, not only for us, but for those around us. Just like my son this morning, his breakdowns not only impacted him and made his morning rougher, it made my morning a little rougher. It made his mom's morning a little rougher. It made his sister's morning a little bit rougher. And now that's part of the process. And we need to ask for patience and grace to persevere through those things, because God is trying to teach me something through my son's poor attitude and displeasantness this morning. And it's something that I have to work on and be reminded that while it's frustrating, I can't be too mad at him, because I know that I do the same thing to God. And I'd be willing to bet if you're anything like me, you probably have to deal with something very, very similar to that on a somewhat reoccurring pattern. Maybe more, maybe less, but I think that's something we all have to deal with as we continue to uh, wrestle through our process of sanctification. So anyway, that's the thought I'm going to leave y'all with this morning. Appreciate your time. I hope you'll meditate on these things. If it speaks to you at all, I'd ask that you please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, write something about what you're struggling with right now, whether it's your attitude or procrastination, loving somebody, being patient, being kind, whatever it is. Drop a comment down below about what you're struggling with. If you got anything out of this video, believe me, it's not because of me. It's because of what the Lord's trying to do in my life. And I just want to share that with y'all. So thank you for your time. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Till next time, y'all be good.